The season of admission and entry into the university from high school is a period marked by raw mixture of excitement, fear, and anxiety. It is the tipping point where most young adults must face shattering realities of living independent of parental, guardian, and teacher guidance, checks, and balances. Amidst all this is the beauty of forging new friendships and connections and embracing the joys of preparing for a future with exciting possibilities and amazing outcomes. On this exciting program, University of Zimbabwe students drawn from the Department of Creative Media and Communication within the Faculty of Arts and Humanities reflect on their individual and collective experiences at Zimbabwe's prime university. At the core of their adventures into the future are the academic and intellectual resources shaping their critical thinking, multitasking, multi-skilling, and interdisciplinary research skills. These add into the mix of their professional training and development as the media practitioners that will serve and lead in various capacities across the media value chain in Zimbabwe and beyond. These are their reflections.
The shift of coming from high school and going to university, it was a whole vibe, a whole experience that I couldn't wait for. And just getting there and welcome with a whole lot of activities.
This institution, I selected one. That was my elders, which you can just say, how this institution I got from the recruitment, but I think it works good for our improvement, for our student development, so that we can develop other skills, other interpersonal skills.
I expected to find friends from high school whom I knew, but unfortunately I didn't find anyone who I knew, so I was depressed for a couple of weeks. But when I started going to the gym, I started making new friends, and then I got better with time.
The challenges students face are part of a series of processes that develop their capacities to face hindrances, develop solutions, and keep going. Will students hone abilities to evolve and rise above life's limitations and demands? Time and great learning environment will tell.
Here at the University of Zimbabwe, the workload is a bit challenging, but if you manage well, everything will be alright.
I feel like I've grown so much as compared to how I was in part one, especially socially. So what I used to do was, like, immediately after I'm done with my lectures, I would head home. I think I had like one friend, but I've actually learned that in uni, it's actually a good platform for you to network.
So when you have to deal with the pressure of balancing coursework, assignments and exams and other commitments, it becomes a little bit difficult. So some of these things, maybe let's just say coursework and assignments or projects, since we're doing film, they would have to maybe intertwine at times, and you might even get 2 projects from 2 different lecturers, and that in itself is a hassle.
We're living day by day, typical casual, so the pressure becomes worse. We have to get better clothes and better resources in order to impress obvious beautiful girls out there. So it's something that I wasn't used to. I was just used to ordinary life whereby all of us are having uniforms. We are just like we're coming from the same background.
Learning sometimes is very hard, especially when we are doing our faculty-wide courses. They are very difficult, and working with so many people that are like over 200 people is never easy. Sometimes the lecture can end without hearing anything.
We had no equipment to use, so I was forced to go outside and look for companies that had equipment which we could use.
I took a gap year trying to decide which uni to go to, and then I came to the University of Zimbabwe, and what I expected and what I encountered, there were 2 different things. I expected huge labs and equipment and public lectures all day long.
Participatory learning is a dynamic and inclusive approach that yields better results by preparing students to be progressive, creatives, and responsible citizens.
I have now my skills, my communication skills are well improved, and my extracurricular activities and activities like swimming.
I've got to meet like amazing people, my friends, the lecturers. Everyone is just nice.
Every day you have to meet new people. You have to meet new faces. You have to meet new people with different characters, which is so amazing.
And to meet new friends at the university, new people in the new environment.
So now I've actually made friends, like very good friends, entrepreneurs, friends in medicine, friends in law, it's just amazing.
And I gained confidence through working with others in groups, doing presentations in class.
Things have been awesome. I've managed to make new friends, managed to socialize with other people, and I've come to know how things work at the University of Zimbabwe, and things have been awesome.
I had the opportunity to meet a lot of new people, and I managed to make new friends, some from Blawa and some from Binga. And I also had an opportunity to learn how to speak Ndebele, and I managed to learn how to speak Tonga. And I also managed to learn new skills. There are a lot of clubs here at the University of Zimbabwe, and I managed to join one of the clubs that are done here at the University of Zimbabwe.
Just having to meet new friends that tend to be sisters and brothers, and the communication, it has been amazing.
I had to decide who I should keep, like from my high school friends. Do we still have the same, theme we're going for? And sometimes people outgrow each other. I personally have grown as a creative, so I had to leave some people behind.
But thank God I'm not shakeable. And the other thing that I have experienced in school is that we are now working in groups which we're not doing at high school. At high school we used to work individually, but here at the university we work in groups, and I like that because you get more points from others, some views and perspectives from different people. And can also make you be someone who is social and sociable with others, not being antisocial.
I also learned how to build a professional network, since the university life provides us with opportunities to meet and collaborate with people from diverse backgrounds and industries, and this is done through activities such as workshops.
Also, the way I'm now dealing with emotions is different from the way that I used to deal with emotions before I was a university student. We are now working with different people in groups with different opinions, different behaviors, and now I'm able to cope with them.
Guys, it has been hectic for me to change from high school to university life. But it has been dramatic because right now I think I'm a bit settled in life right now, because I had a lot of expectations here. The people of different religions, but right now I'm here. Why? Because I learned a lot of skills. That's communication skills, that's how to talk to people, how to interact with different people from different religions.
One evolves into a self-sustaining student, achieving the fine balancing act that involves enhancing one's life and survival skills, managing academic stress, withstanding peer pressure, living off a tight budget, surviving the lure of romance, and steering away from the dangers of alcohol and substance abuse.
When I came to the University of Zimbabwe, I became a responsible person in the sense that I would do everything on my own as compared to what I used to do when I was still at the high school.
Not forgetting, you have to stay alone. It helped me to become an independent woman. It helped me to become a responsible girl, because everything I have to do it on my own.
Since part 1, I had more freedom and independence, but at the same time, I had greater responsibility for managing time, finances, and general well-being.
You need to be disciplined. You don't need to be pressured by peer pressure and doing some bad things like taking drugs, drinking alcohol. You have to be responsible for yourself and manage your academics well, and you flourish in whatever endeavors you do.
I'm just controlling myself. I'm just doing what I have to do that I know is right. And also the other thing is being a responsible child. Yeah, I can say I'm taking responsibility of myself because I have to budget. I have to budget my money, knowing that this money is for groceries, this money is for clothes, this money is for hair. It's actually being responsible, like my first responsibility that I've been taking care of myself.
Well, I can say it has helped me to grow in so many areas, such as being honest, hardworking. It has improved my confidence to deal with different situations, and my self-esteem has been raised since I've joined the university.
One of the things that I've loved about going to university is how they teach us about maturity. They also teach us about opportunities, how you can grab opportunities with what they. It is different from how we used to grab opportunities in high school.
At universities, no one controls you. You do whatever you feel like doing. If you don't want to sleep at night, if you want to go and do clubbing, and what you can do, which is not good. I'm not encouraging that. It's very bad.
When we came to college for the first time, that is the first time we will be staying alone. So there will be increased of responsibilities. Yeah, so I started to be very, very responsible, unlike the way that I was.
I learned how to develop my independent and self-sufficient skills. I also learned how to develop my critical thinking skills.
I've never been in a place where there are a lot of girls, like at the University of Zimbabwe. As I was in part 1, I faced a lot of difficulties. I even reached a stage where I was in several relationships. I think I had at most 20 girls at a time, and it wasn't easy. But as it happened gradually, that was part 1. Now I'm in part 2 too. Things have changed. I've grown.
Behavioral change. That's the most thing that I've changed. My way of dressing, the way I talk, and even the way I dress myself or bring myself to the people.
The dating pool at UZ is very messy. So yeah, that's like the only bad side about like my experiences so far. But also I've learned to be a lady.
University education is not designed to produce employees out of students, but progressive citizens of the world, armed with critical thought, emotional intelligence, cross-disciplinary research skills, and techno-entrepreneurial abilities that support professionals ready to face the future and excel in a fast-changing world. The University of Zimbabwe remains a beacon of hope for many in their endeavor to serve Zimbabwe.
I'm now able to speak in public as my program requires. I'm doing film, radio, and TV production, and I'm also able to stand up for myself and to make decisions and to be a lady as I am, because I'm now uptown.
Looking at the way that I used to think academically, it's now different, as you are not just given everything on a silver platter. We're given that room to study and research broader and broader so that we'll be able to come up with something.
Not forgetting the way we are learning, digital modular learning is something which is so amazing, because ajana pressure yakanyanya. When you learn, you write your exam and it's over.
When I came into this institution, I was expecting only the degree. I was expecting to just to take my degree and go home. But what I'm seeing is now I have my skills. My communication skills are well improved.
Me being at the University of Zimbabwe till now, that is part 2 too. I'm thankful for everything that I learned, and as well as not forgetting the lecturers. They are doing a great job to let us know, to let us get into the end with what we are going to be doing in the production, and I'm very thankful for everything.
It has given me opportunities such as pursuing my dream of acting, producing, and directing. Since I'm doing HFRTPN, I've met like many people, celebs, which has helped me to pursue my degree and want to finish it.
University as a whole is something that is, very enthralling, something that you learn a lot out of, and I would just say that, wherever you are, you're always going to learn something at university, and you're going to learn something here by using it more specifically.
That college courses typically emphasize critical thinking, analysis, and problem solving skills. Students are expected to engage deeply with course material, think critically about complex issues, and develop their own perspective on academic topics.
It has been a wonderful journey for me. I've loved it since day one. Praying to God, thanking God that, I'm here, I want to do this for me. And you know what? I can't wait to take that camp to graduate. But I know it's going to be tough, and it's still going to be tough, but as I said before, it's a roller coaster.
University life is not about always getting a degree, but gaining some life skills. Right now, I've gained some life skills, which I thought if I wasn't in the tertiary level, I wouldn't have the chance to get these skills.
I have changed a lot, and even my thinking has changed, my reasoning capacity.
I have gained valuable skills such as project management, problem solving skills. Did one ndainyara kana kupresenta class, but now I can present.
I learned to research myself and being a critical thinker, and also I've learned to be independent and self-disciplined.
The issue of self-confidence, I don't want to lie, university has contributed much to my level of self-confidence. Since we are now able, we are doing presentations like mostly, and you are standing in front of people and you are asked to make sure being on screen and stuff, and now I can testify.
I'm happy for being a University of Zimbabwe student.
So I just want to thank you, the University of Zimbabwe, for helping me put into a good transition. But from first, it has been hectic, and I thought I would face a lot of challenges, but yeah, it's going well.
The flow has just been smooth because I am passionate about film.
I think I've grown to be a very intellectual person because we are taught to be intellectuals. So, University of Zimbabwe, it's just the best. I love it here.